Hey, does this work? Wait, it says I'm live. Oh yeah, it does. All right. I'm gonna change the name real quick. Oh, did I accidentally wait? What the hell happened? Okay, it's just lag. I'm okay. This is weird. Oh, this is it. All right, I'm gonna just change the name real quick. Wait, am I on the right account? Yeah, I am. Why can I not edit it? This is ludicrous. What? All right, can I do it on here? Oh yeah, I can. What the fuck? Manage videos? Oh, finally. Okay, okay. All right, let me get Minecraft open. God, I'm so congested. Give the title first, then I'll just write a description. Or is Minecraft gonna crash on me again? I swear I'm afraid each time. Alright, let me get back to the studio then, shall I? Fuck. It is so pissy. Okay. Am I running into errors already? Holy shit. Yeah, this is usually what happens when I start streaming on a different channel of mine. Oh no, shit happens. Or stuff. Oops. God, I was on a different channel. Oh my god, I hate subtitles so much. They're like forcing us as well. So stupid. Okay, I was just putting it on my other channel. I was just putting a notice. No, I did not build this audience off of screaming, obviously. So this will be interesting. Either a lot of people will come in or zero people will come in. I already know it's gonna be one of those two. There's not gonna be any in between. Originally, I was trying to get my subscriber count. Just like, God, I have a cold. Sorry. Originally, I was trying to get my subscriber count to show on stream, although I realized whatever I did, it didn't really work. Um, I guess I'll keep an eye on either monitor. So I'm keeping a close eye. So the reason why I started the stream was because I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get 1,000 subs while I'm streaming. I'm at 996 currently. Where? Wait, do I seriously not have tissues up here? This is actually so stupid. I can barely breathe. This is so awful. Shout out to HJ Nuke. Oh, gonna give me a diamond. Awesome. I wonder how many gifts I'll get this stream. That'll definitely be interesting. Wait, why do I not have live chat open? So yeah, this I'm gonna tear down. Currently in the process of tearing it down. Originally, the idea was that I was supposed to I wanted to have a building which would like tower above everything else, like just a tower. Although I just realized I just executed it so poorly, and it just doesn't fit in with the space, as all of the tall buildings are concentrated over there. Right, this is ridiculous. I'm grabbing Thor tissues. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm back. Okay, yeah, for a second I thought that there was like an insane amount of stream delay, like 3 minutes or something like that. But yeah, I guess let's start where it all began, and it's in a tiny base over that way. And then I'll come to this one. One. Yeah, this area is just so messy. That's part of the beauty I feel like of this. It's like it's like 2B2T kind of. Obviously to a lesser extent, but the thing is that we're just so close to the spawn area. Okay, so I always forget how to enter this because there's some sort of piston door somewhere, but I always forget where. Or at least enter it properly per se. Oh god, I can't type. Oh wait, one of us is. Oh, someone else is streaming something else, I think. Okay, that's unfortunate. Oh, it's right here. I always think it's on the other side. Yeah, so that proves how much I come over here. But if we go in here, there's a broken piston door. I'm pretty sure some of this got griefed. Though it could have also been creeper explosions. I'm not exactly sure. A lot of, it's like with all of the chaos you see, 50% of it is griefing, and then the other 50% are creeper explosions, it seems like. So this was like our main room where we'd have stuff. Like, okay, sorry. This is our main room where we basically have our crafting table, furnace, chests, that sort of stuff. This this chest I cannot open for whatever reason, even though my old username is on there. I used to be called PerryRock16. I don't know why that's the case. That must be some sort of bug, but yeah. Up here are the bedrooms, so this is my brother's bedroom. I don't know what was going on there, to be honest. And here's my room. Another chest that I can't open. And then here, a pigs for cobblestone shop. Yes, I said that right. Pigs with cobblestone. An amazing business deal. Get out of here. Oh, I didn't have my lighter on. So, yeah, we only lived in that place for a few months. Um, to be honest, I'm actually getting pretty tired already. You see, the thing is that I originally was not going to do a stream. Well, then I saw I was like on the brink of 1,000 subs, and I was like, yeah, I have to. So this is my brother's old base. He became inactive in like 2018, I think. This part is very heavily griefed because it wasn't claimed. But if you go here, this is his main bedroom. That actually is claimed, so that didn't get griefed. There's not much. There's not really much with his base though. He has a couple others scattered around. Like one is one of them. Gotta advertise, obviously. There was like one which was like 1,000 blocks away, like that way. So I do have a pretty recent one on my other channel. I might compile this all to a video. The problem is that it's like gonna be multiple hours long. So yeah, it's probably better to do a stream first. Now I'm just trying to contemplate how do I even start. I think I worked my way backwards that way last time. So yeah, let's do that. I'll probably empty out my inventory a bit. All right. So I think appropriate to just start here. So yeah, this is the very beginning of my claim. It actually ends like right here. I'll get to that building in a second, but hold on. I'm stuck by this very wonderful build. Yeah, so when I first settled here, I settled on a peninsula, and that's what all of this sort of craziness with wood planks and that sort of stuff is. This used to be a peninsula right here. And I expanded out into the ocean. But originally but the very first building I built was this one, which eventually become the main building. only had these two sections and also this one up here. I didn't have any of the other ones yet that you see. These are a lot newer, especially the ones on top. Those are very new, relatively new. Let's do sub check. We've got one more slowly creeping up there. All right. I'll turn up game volume a bit. So if we go here, this door was built a bit later. I was talking about this door in my most recent video, actually. This was built in like 2018. So this is the first room I built, basically ever. It used to be just this section. This would eventually become more of my utilities section, so I have crafting tables, furnaces, and that sort of stuff around here, a brewing stand. I eventually fit some chests in to accommodate for more storage. And then I built this room right here. This used to be my bedroom. My bed used to be right here, although then I moved everything when I combined these two rooms together with this nether portal, which didn't really exist. But yeah, that's a completely different subject. If you're wondering, I can't go inside of it because there's a separate TP to the nether. I do have another base. It's relatively new though, so it's not very interesting. This was originally supposed to be a Thanksgiving sort of like room where like we all can eat turkey, I guess. I don't know. I mean, not like turkeys exist in Minecraft. Although also originally I had these chests as well. There used to be these four double chests and then the chests. God, I hate these doors. And then these chests around here. And then I had this upstairs area, which used to be a shop. I think it used to be a potion shop, which I guess is better than pigs for cobblestone. I think I was selling potions for iron, which I desperately needed at that time. But yeah. Oh yeah, this was also something with YouTube I was trying to do. Totally original. Totally did not take that from someone else. Wink, wink. Wink, wink. The tests that I see all around here are relatively recent, as the storage just down there, which just wasn't cutting it. I was getting way too many items, and yeah, inventory problems. Okay. Yeah, it's Minecraft. Okay, they exist. They've existed for a long time, although especially recently. Not gonna lie, the fact that like in Hytale you can increase your storage with like backpacks or whatever, I actually think that's so cool how that works. And there's like tiers for it as well. I wish they could incorporate something like that in Minecraft. So that's my new storage system. I'll get back to that in a second. I don't know why I was going there. I guess, to be honest, I kind of just gravitate towards it when I don't know what to do because, I mean, it's my storage system. Gonna be there a lot. But yeah, this old building used to kind of have everything. It was a storage system. It had the crafting tables, furnaces, that sort of stuff. It had my bedroom. This is an infinite water source. I have a few of these tucked away in my around my base, which might seem really weird at first because I literally live on top of an ocean. Like, why would I need water like that? Although it's just nice because even though there are pockets of water around the base, most of it I've built on top of. So it just saves a few seconds. There's also one in the newer area with my new bedroom and storage system. These beacons are relatively new, by the way. And also, they should be cyan instead of dark blue. I don't know why I made them dark blue. Oh yeah, that limb is also new as well. They didn't exist back in 2018 or whatever. Oh, and it's also the new section. Same with these two. Even though stone cutters did exist for much longer on Pocket Edition. A boomerang. I'm not going to place it because you all know what will happen if I placed it. But if you don't, they'll just remove the name. And yeah, I don't want to do that. There's also this up here, which is connected to the lever on the second floor. It just has some sort of nice jiggle. I don't know. I think I was trying to experiment with composing in Minecraft, but it just didn't work out. Oh yeah, by the way, that door, yeah, it shouldn't be flapping open and closed, but I kind of had to sacrifice that when I was developing this area. Oh yeah. Oh, what the hell's happening? No, what did I do? Oh God. Get rid of this monstrosity. I was 10 at that point. I was composing like much more complicated stuff than that. Although I guess it works different in Minecraft. We go down here. I also showed this, talked about this a lot in the last video. This is our basement. This used to be a canal, or it was an attempt to make it a canal, although it just failed miserably since they patched boat elevators. The soul sand bubble thing didn't exist. I also have this switch. Yeah, that's just a flip uh, system with a crafting table on it. Not exactly sure what that was supposed to be. This was supposed to be like a bunk bed. I actually had to raise the ceiling a few blocks because I was suffocating myself when I woke up. Yeah, not fun. And then this is my piston door right here. A very compact design, I know. Very, very compact. Now this is my uh how do I even describe this? Abstract enchanting table. It's very abstract, obviously. Yeah, if you didn't see my last video, I literally just spent the entire time talking about this thing and how this just managed to come and be. I mean, to sum it up, really what happened was originally this looked more normal, and the enchanting table was just in this area, and I built the door and it shoved it into this corner. So that's like the old part of this main build. Over here, we've also got a lot of other old builds and that sort of stuff. This is like a nice relaxation room. This is a mob farm, just a general mob farm. It's one of those really old designs. It doesn't have any redstone. Just mobs wander into water paths and die. Really as simple as it could get. Like that. Now that island I'm not going to get to just yet. That's actually pretty recent. This is my mine. As you can see, it's so old, it's actually my old skin. I could update it. Wait. Oh no, 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 no. Do you see what I see? Okay, let me tell you. I did not notice this until just now. And I swear this. Like, I am not joking when I say that. I did not notice this until now. That's white concrete powder. That's white wool. I am not going to see this the same way ever again. Oh, I did not need that. Not at all. So there's the mine also kind of connects to a couple parts of my base. I think there's this one. It really is nothing. This was originally just carved out from all the sand mining I was doing. Well, this just connects a couple parts of my base together. I could always make the tunnels a bit better looking. Like simplify it to a tunnel here and then one winding down, which goes outside my base into the cave system down here. Okay, so I thought I got rid of all of these private signs. Apparently I did not. Okay. The reason why I was doing that was just to make it more accessible for people just wanting to explore the space. We've also got, if we go down here a bit, we've got this, which links up to some newer areas of my base. And then this just kind of goes down to old diamond level. For whatever reason, I only hollowed out the bottom section. Don't know why, but this is just where I was going mining. So we can run up this. It's definitely a lot harder to run up without the walling. Okay, this is probably, yeah, from mining a bit. I don't know why I didn't collect that iron. That was weird. But we can just go up all the way here. Oh wait, that's the wrong door. I guess I'll put the sign away. Alright, how are my subs doing? I'll sub check. We're at 997. Okay. That was the same as the last time, but that's fine, I guess. Yeah, I currently have a video which is still getting views, so that's why I made this stream. I was gonna hit 1,000. The idea was that I was gonna hit 1,000 subs during the stream, which is why I didn't want to do it like tomorrow. And then I'll do more proper 1,000 sub special in the near future. This was an old egg farm. I mean, this design could have been like way more efficient, obviously. Like look at how much room the chickens had to roam, and they'd only get the eggs and like those hoppers. I don't know. There's also a hopper limit, so it's to really take out those hoppers. So this floor is a massive mess. I know that. I've not standardized the floor to one single block yet. I probably will do something like related to the general carve out, like maybe stone bricks. I could do something like stone stairs on the side and slabs as paths. I don't know. But you'll see that blocks are completely different across the base. This is a little bridge that I made a really long time ago. I think it's 2016 when I first settled in this area. My nose is just so stuffy. You can just go over it. That sort of stuff. It's also nice because it extends the dock, so I can sail boats out of here as well, like that. This design isn't always the most efficient. Sometimes you just have to run up and manually kill the mobs. It's mainly the ones with armor. This is Western Boat Shop. Was that a typo? Because that's south. Wait, how did I even view this base back then? Did I think that like that was north? That makes zero sense though, because the sun sets there. Unless I change that like a lot later on to mean this half. Like this half. I don't know. But yeah, it just has stuff for free that nobody could even take because it's claimed. This is a random tower. I don't even know what this is supposed to be for. There's not even a lot of room inside of there. I think sometimes if I want to keep mobs, I shove them in there, but yeah, nothing else really. This is my subscriber pyramid, totally unique. Totally did not take that from someone else. Like one of the most popular series of entire Minecraft history. No, 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 no. That was in 2017. Let's go to the other side. Uh, this is a nice roller coaster. It literally is just goes like that. Nothing much to say there. A tiny carrot patch. This used to be where the door was, but obviously that had to move. Couldn't make the design any smaller, obviously. And this was a hotel that I was making. Well, this is my first one. It's completely wrecked, as you can see. There's just been so much stuff and like mining I did over time. I think I was trying to tear it down at one point. This used to be water even, and then I put the storage system underneath, so that doesn't exist anymore. Got drained out. And then there's this And then there's these forbidden chests and furnace and that's furnaces and that sort of stuff. Because literally nobody can access them. Oh, wait, I actually went on caps lock there. Um, yeah, and according to that, that is actually exactly what this build over here is. This was a newer version of the hotel that was outside my claim. This was also an old sheep pen. This is a newer edition. This is just a tiny moss patch for decoration because there is just a tiny bit of space between the wall and the hotel. This I'll also get into the future because this is new. Is there anything else which is like super old I can think of? I don't think so. There's some old stuff down here, but not really much. Um, okay, what have I been doing? I don't know. Okay, so yeah, let's just. I'll get to that in a second. There's most of the stuff down there is new, as since I was running out of room, I expanded downwards. This is an old concrete converter, so basically how it works is I place concrete here, I just press the button, turns all the concrete into it'll shoot water there. You subbed? Thank you. Uh, and then the and then I just mine in concrete. It's as simple as that. I don't know why I made their perimeter out of stone. I definitely would have done it out of something like wood if I would have made something like that now, so I wouldn't accidentally mine the stone. This is an old horse pen and that sort of stuff. Then this was an old doghouse that I eventually moved the dogs, so yeah, they're somewhere else. This is a clock tower. It's kind of hard to see now because of the cactus farm. There's the clock. You get kind of a nice view around the place. Except for that monstrosity, obviously, and the stuff over there. This is the tallest build. Come on. Come on. Alright. So this donkey I recently bred. I guess I'll just get this over now. This donkey I recently bred to be, really fast and jump really high. So sometimes it's just like to ride around on donkey everywhere I go. I used to use the mule and horse in there, but yeah, this is just much more efficient. You can even climb on top of these buildings. Oh, that was lucky. I mean, I would have only lost like half a heart, but still. Or my donkey would have only lost half a heart. That's like one of the few places a puddle of water. This is an old sheep pen. Keyword old. I moved them into the island. And what else? Oh wait, there's a sugar farm. Sugar farm? Sugarcane farm right here. I recently dismantled it to save on hoppers. because of lag reasons. And then this right here was actually my new potion shop. I moved it over here, although it has since been abandoned. I currently don't have a shop really, although I am planning on making one very soon. Oh, right, I was gone for a little while, so I put up those signs for tours. These are condos. So if you do, if no, if a rundown hotel wasn't your thing, you could just live in there, reorganize all you want. I also make sure to repair these as they get griefed. So yeah, and also have this minecart wine, which I think I meant to make so that it would go faster, although in reality minecarts go slower than running speed on this server because of the lag. So yeah, that this accomplished nothing. Alongside the fact that it takes a much longer path to get around. And that's like the medium old builds, I think. Maybe we should get into the recreations of stuff that I built. Oh, but first, underground. So I didn't do much at that time. Mainly just I had a little area which connected, which went from here to the main base, I think. So it kind of just went like this and poked out there, and then there was like one tunnel which went that way. That squid is a genius. That's all I'm gonna say. But yeah, let's get into recreations now. So there are a few attempts that I made to leave my base. One of them is this. This was a nice little house, had a piano, and it had a doorbell. We go up here, there's the main room with the bedroom, or the bed, the furnaces, and the chest and the crafting table. And then up here, it's a nice little balcony. The original version is just over here, around 100 blocks away from my main base. Although it was never claimed, so I ended up moving out eventually. I also don't know what the future plans were for that because it was, let's just say it was not the best spot for expanding. Let's do another sub count. Okay. Um, we're at 998. You're getting closer. And yeah, I think. Oh yeah. There was that. There was also my old base, which I try to recreate from memory, but this probably is very inaccurate. Sorry. It's right here. Let me get back to YouTube. There. So this room was like where everything was really. As you can see, when I was young, I tend to have like everything in one room. So like the bread, the chests, the crafting table, the furnaces. because it's nice to have everything in the same place. I've found that like I have so many items nowadays that I can't do that anymore in real and just have to have an area, a few separate rooms for each. It was a Christmas tree. Did I make a mistake? No, I don't think so. Christmas tree just looked weird, although I don't think I was the best. I was not the best builder at that time, so yeah. And up here is the second floor, which was where the original Pigs for Cobblestone business came from. It was the newer sugarcane farm. Yeah. All right. Let's. Oh wait, no, there are these. Keep on forgetting stuff. There's this one. So this and that. So basically, for a while, I wanted to get away from the space. This was like in 2019, so I just went straight east around 1,000 blocks and settled there. And wanted to have like more of a Hermitcraft style SMP with a bit of with a few friends. So wait, I didn't put my bed here. What? Okay. Yeah, there's some chests there. My bed's up there. My main stuff down here. There's also a nice balcony here, I think. Yeah, this is a balcony. And then if we go down here, this was a shulker loader. Or just a place to put my shulkers. It was not a shulker loader. And then over here was my first shop. This was a bone shop. Obviously, they're also at those locations. I just put them here because I just thought it would be cool to have all of the builds here. And also there's oh wait, right, I moved it. I also forgot to mention this, although there's also this modern house right here. Mainly I forgot because I moved a lot of stuff around when I was sorry, lag my other monitor. Mainly I moved this here so that I could have more important stuff on that main strip over there. This wasn't really important. Oh, wait, this is the same build. Yeah, they're very similar. This one was a bit less detailed though and a bit older. Oh, this was me experimenting with the modern style. This kind of goes down here, goes up there. Nothing too much. All right, let's get to new stuff. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention I actually just got YouTube rank like yesterday, which is really nice. So where should we start even? Do we start with the frame? Yeah, sure. I guess it can work that way again. And then do the surface before underground. So it's in a D shape as you can see. Kind of goes there and then curves back. This is my dock. Parts of this were very old, which is why there are these diorite things right here and messiness there and that sort of stuff. Although I also extended it much more as time went on. Over there, this is my evil island. Name came from season 6 of Hermitcraft with Mumbo Jumbo. I kind of stuck with it ever since because I wanted to have an island like this for a long time, although I didn't know where to put it. Basically, how this works is the farms are above us, and then the storage and that sort of stuff is below. So there are 3 levels below us. First one is my enchanting setup, my new one, my new enchanting setup. This one's much more polished, as you can see. It also has a bed in there in case I need to sleep. Better people. I also have stuff for enchanting as well, stored in there. Second floor is villagers. So I've got all the villagers I'm allowed there, alongside my crop farms. These are shops right here. I was just giving away some stuff though. I have some food stored here. Pumpkin pie I'm still working on as it's very recent. Then I switched my chicken farm back to an egg farm. This is just some extra stuff to store. And this is my jail cell for villagers, and that's a joke. This was a this was a curing room for villagers, although it just so happened to look like a jail cell. And then if we go down here, the third floor, and this is farm storage. So these are my crop farms. Got wheat here, carrots here, potatoes here. Got pumpkins there. That's extra storage for honey bottles and that sort of stuff. Got an egg farm, we've got a honey farm, and then we've got a wool farm. That's kind of it in basic. I'm definitely gonna do a video going into more depth about the Evil Island in the near future. I feel like that would probably be a good video topic because that's a decent amount of lore with it as well, even though it's a relatively new invention or relatively new addition. This is our new doghouse. I've got some of the new wolf variants as well. And then obviously after my 2 dogs up here, Chaos and Tiny. That's a newer sugarcane farm, like I said. That one's more recent. This is my new animal pen. I don't know why I have only one mushroom cow, but that's besides the point. I should have 2 of each mob there in case I need to breed them. Each mob, obviously, that I don't have anywhere else. This is a glowberry farm. Those can be turned into glowstone on this server because of some sort of plugin, I don't know. These are twisting and weeping vines. Those are weeping vines, right? Nethervine farms, I'll just say. This is gonna be this I'm gonna work on in the future. This is going to go down to an area that I'm gonna construct downstairs in the future, basically. Gonna be another point to get down there. This used to be a sweet berry farm, although it didn't work at all because I was an idiot when designing it. So this is probably going to be repurposed into something else. And this is my tower. This originally was supposed to be a skyscraper, but it just didn't end up working out. It should be outside of my base if I want to do something like this. So this will eventually become a shop, a new shop, which will just sell kind of everything, I think. I also have a happy gas and a flying shop that way as well. If we go this way, there's also the cactus farm. And then there's a bamboo farm behind it, which is that white wall you see there. That's a bamboo farm. And then that powers this furnace XP grinder. Let's. Oh, it's a bit too late. Let's actually repair a pickaxe with it. Because why not? Or it could repair too. I just have to wait until the next cactus comes in. This is yet again another thing which might take like 10 seconds or 10 minutes. I guess I'll check my sub count while I'm at it. Damn, I'm still at 998. Oops, sorry. I'm so used to cursing in streams. It's just instinctive. Nope, nothing there's yet. God, my cold is so bad. I guess I can get rid of some of this green dye while we're at it. There's also these nice disposal bin sign thingies. Nice plugin. Come on, me being the only viewer. We want you to produce another cactus. Come on, cactus farm, please. I've noticed this actually. People have been wanting eggs for whatever reason a lot lately. I don't know why. Other than a chicken farm and maybe pumpkin pie, what do you even need eggs for? Come on. Or cactus farms are useless. That's all I'm gonna say. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention also that this pathway also connected here. So a bit of a shortcut to my beautiful, magnificent enchanter right there. Oh, finally. Almost had the wrong tool. Oh, that was a bit anticlimactic. I guess in all fairness, I did not empty out the chest the last time I collected, so. Oh, it mended this pickaxe though. Alright, so it wasn't as bad as I thought it was. So down here, this is a bamboo farm. One for actual personal use, not fuel. This right here is the melon farm. Just kind of an outlook in this tiny area. Not very much purpose there. This was also a viewing room. I think this was originally supposed to be a conduit room, although I decided not to have a conduit in the space. Because I didn't think it was necessary. Yeah, that's the dock right there. Here's the Turtle Sanctuary, or Ocean Sanctuary. Basically, this was both a nice project to terraform and that sort of stuff. And also was to get resources like frog eggs and turtle eggs and that sort of stuff if I needed it. Alongside sea pickles as well. I have a sea pickle farm there. Kelp, I guess, and then seagrass. Also sugarcane and tiny mounts. There were supposed to be three frog variants. Wait, did one of the frogs die? Or did I always have to? Okay, that's so weird. But yeah, uh that's a sanctuary. Oh yeah, also something I forgot to mention is that you also have a really nice view of the dock. And also you have a really nice view of the evil island. Well, that's obviously a joke. This used to be a much better view until I built that, but yeah, can't undo that. Although at the same time, there are other reasons why I built the evil island there in specific. It wasn't just to F myself in the future. Now this is my new storage room. I built this in the beginning of 2024. And yeah, this took a lot of planning. That's all I'm gonna say. I'll definitely make a video about it in the future, but this had to be one of my most planned builds ever. This or the Evil Island. The Evil Island actually might win that out, but this is a close second. But I've got chests, they're all organized. I made a set items that I used less were like in this section of the chests. The ones I used more were in this main row. I have a few bookshelves there. I have some other utilities in that area. I have stone cutters on the corners of each of these. I also have ender chests and crafting tables on both of these sides, alongside a disposal main. Then I have shulker boxes of tools that I might need every once in a while, like buckets, flint and steels, shears, and then yeah, you got it. This is my super smelter. Um, it's a 4 furnace super smelter. I didn't have room for that big of one, but it's still nice. If we go down here, this is just a hallway room with a lava farm. And then down here is my bedroom. This is a blast furnace setup, if I just in case I need to blast furnace something. I don't know. It's not really necessary. This is another one of the infinite water sources I was talking about earlier this stream. They can just cook my bucket there. There are some furnaces tucked away in case I needed like a single one. Oh, wait, I even have stuff in there. That's how little I use them. And I also have campfires for the same reason. Even though I have much bigger campfire setups elsewhere. And over here is like a mushroom room, although I'm not exactly sure what to do with that. I also had my spare donkeys there I was breeding temporarily. Down here, this is just a nice mangrove room, nothing else really. This will eventually become this will eventually become a mail system, in theory. Although I'm not exactly sure just yet. It's at least it's the room is structured to eventually become one. There's a non-functional kelp farm over there that I made some sort of mistake with. And yeah, that's pretty much it with that. I did, however, save this massive room right here. I've probably seen like a lot when I was walking around. And this will eventually be a storage system, but in a new in a new bedroom and that sort of stuff, but not until I outgrow the old one. I might also use copper golems with that one as well. And lastly, we have the builds up here. Oh yeah, I forgot about this, but this is a fire farm right here. And another infinite water source. That was recent as well. If you go up here, this is just an area if I just in case I want to put like written books or whatever. I don't know, to be frankly honest. This is also a room that I don't know very what much I don't really know what to do with. It also connects to the clock tower. I think there might be books here still. Yeah. I was trading with villagers up here originally, so this is a map room. So these are just maps around the area. This is a map view of my base. This is just the area around spawn, a more magnified view, and that's a more zoomed out one. And if we go here, this is an area around the ocean that extends from my base. And last but not least, certainly not least, this is my potato farm, my new one. I also got a lot of campfires so I can smoke them all. And yeah, that is my base. Entire base scored. I actually think I might have done it quicker than the last attempt, although I probably did not explain it in as much detail. So yeah, I think in the future I will put this in a video format. Although it probably won't be until a couple more months. I'm not exactly sure. Do sub count. Okay, this is not great. All right. I think unfortunately I'll end my stream here. Um, yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe my channel. Dislike if you dislike, and I'll see you guys all next stream. Peace out, or video, whatever.